So you've asked about certification. How do you become Creative ID certified? This video is for you. First of all, let's remind ourselves of what Creative ID is. It's a psychometric framework, and our mission is to make the world at work more human, agile, and inclusive place to be. And we want to do that by putting creative intelligence within reach of everyone, not just the lucky few. And that's very important because a lot of us don't actually believe we are creative. And that is one of the reasons why we do what we do. So, what is Creative ID? Well, a psychometric tool. It belongs in the world of psychometric tools, like all these others and many more that you see here on the screen. All of these tools have one thing in common, and that is that they place people at the heart of everything. We understand people through assessments, essentially. The Creative ID is more than a psychometric tool. It's what we call a hybrid tool because we start with people, but we don't finish there. We also look at the problems we need to solve, so the what and the why, and the process that we can use to help solve those problems. We essentially bring together the three elements of people, problem, and process. And that's very powerful because then you don't need to choose between growing your people and growing your business. You can do both at the same time. So, how do you add Creative ID to your toolbox? Well, we certify people 3 times a year, in February, in May, and in October. The course is designed and run by the three of us. So I'm Hannah Christensen, and I'm joined by Emma Borden and Lee Rebetz. And we are there to hold your hand throughout. The certification journey consists of 3 sessions. The first session, we adopt a participant perspective. That perspective is where you get to experience Creative ID as typical participants would. The next session, you adopt a facilitator perspective. This is where you learn to train and facilitate what you experienced on week 1. And then in week 3, we adopt a consultant perspective. This is where we are particularly looking at applying Creative ID into your reality. So these are the 3 sessions. We meet across 3 weeks, 3 hours each time, and it's live online. So it's important that you can make all 3 sessions in full. When the certification journey is then finished, we will schedule in a one-on-one learning call with each of you. In between, also, you have a little bit of offline work. Not a lot. It's deliberately light, so you can fit it into your busy diaries. The one thing I do want to say is that we do not record any of these sessions. It's an interactive experiential learning journey. We do breakouts, reflections, exercises, conversations. So it's very hands-on, heads-on, and hearts in. But the other reason why we do it is because we're not just building a certification course. We're also building a community. This is where in your cohort, where you will meet about 8 other people, you start that journey of building the community as well. And this is where the certification essentially consists of 2 parts, the certification and the community. The certification, we charge £3,500 if you are corporately sponsored, meaning your employer pays for you. If you're a self-funder, it's half that basically. We can talk about whether we do that in installments or how that works for your financial situation and cash flow. But what do you get for your money? You get a lifelong license to use the Creative ID framework. You don't need to renew that. The learning is yours for life. You also get, of course, your own Creative ID profile. And in addition to that, you get another 5. You can sell those on to clients or just use them to learn and have a sandbox for you to continue your learning. After you become certified, you get access to our materials library. You also get a certificate. And we send you a workshop starter kit in the post. Yes, that's right. It's a physical starter kit that you can use in your sessions. But there's also the community element. So what does that consist of? Well, your learning journey continues through our monthly learning meetups. And this is also where the community element really kicks in. You will meet the people from your cohort, but also all the others from the previous cohorts. You have one-on-one mentoring with us for any support that you need. We are here to help you. If that's about designing sessions, pitching to clients, opening doors, co-hosting things like webinars or whatever, then we're here to help as well. And of course, there is access to all the other people in the network. If you find people who are like-minded, and you can buddy up with them and start collaborating. Our relationship with Sheffield University, we have continuous research, and we would love to involve you in that if that is helpful. Sometimes clients like to participate in research, and you can use that obviously as a conversation starter. But also we can tap into all the data we have in the past. So if there's any in particular you want to look at, then that is also possible. And then last but not least, and this is mostly for independent consultants, you can become an associate project partner, meaning that when we have projects that are either require a particular expertise or is in a geographical location or are big, then we'll bring you on board as well. The community element is included for the first 12 months of your certification. And should you then choose to continue to opt in, there is a symbolic fee of 150 a year. That's the cost of a Creative ID profile, and you also happen to get a profile with your membership. So I guess you could say that you're just paying for a profile. And why do we put that in? Because we want people to make an active choice to continue to be part of the community if they feel that that adds value to them. But don't forget, even if you don't opt in, you still have all the benefits for the certification, which are yours for life. So for 2026, this is what it looks like. In February, we here are the dates for February, the dates for May, and the dates for October. So if you are interested, save the dates. What happens is that we close enrollment 1 month before, so that we can start the onboarding of the cohort. Like I said, it's usually between 8 and 12 people 2 weeks before the session. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. We are always here to help, and we look forward to hearing from you.